Ancient Rome. Just the name conjures up images of gladiators, emperors, and a vast empire. But Rome wasn't built in a day. It began as a humble village in Italy. Over centuries, it transformed into a powerful empire. Rome's influence is still felt today. Our language, laws, and architecture all bear its mark. This is the story of Rome's captivating journey, from its mythical beginnings to its dramatic fall. Why should we care about a civilization long gone? Because understanding Rome helps us understand ourselves. Rome grappled with issues we still face: political corruption, social inequality, the impact of war. By studying Rome, we can learn from its successes and its failures. This essay will explore key events in Roman history. We'll delve into the lives of the people who shaped it. Emperors and slaves, soldiers and senators will explore the reasons behind Rome's remarkable rise and its eventual collapse. Join me on this journey through time. Let's uncover the secrets of this ancient superpower. Rome's story is a complex tapestry. It is woven with threads of ambition, innovation, and conflict. It is a story of triumph and tragedy. Above all, it is a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us. So let us begin our exploration of the rise and fall of ancient Rome. Every great civilization needs a founding myth, a story that explains its origins and shapes its identity. These myths are not just tales of the past. They are the bedrock upon which the culture and values of a civilization are built. For Rome, that story is the legend of Romulus and Remus. This legend is more than just a tale. It is a narrative that has been passed down through generations, embodying the spirit and essence of Rome. Twin brothers abandoned as infants. Their early life was marked by hardship and survival against the odds, setting the stage for their future greatness. Their story is a tale of destiny, betrayal, and ultimately fratricide. It is a story that captures the complexities of human nature and the harsh realities of power struggles. Legend has it that Romulus and Remus were descended from the Trojan war hero Aeneas. This connection to Aeneas not only links Rome to the ancient and revered city of Troy, but also imbues the Roman people with a sense of noble heritage. Their mother, Rhea Silvia, was a Vestal virgin. As a priestess, she was bound by a vow of chastity, making the birth of the twins a scandalous and dangerous event. She was forced to abandon her sons to protect them from a jealous king. This act of abandonment was both a sacrifice and a desperate attempt to save their lives. The twins were discovered by a she-wolf. This she-wolf, often depicted in Roman art, symbolizes the raw and untamed nature of the world they were born into. She nurtured them in her den, Palatine Hill. This hill would later become one of the most important sites in Rome, a place steeped in history and legend. A shepherd later found them and raised them as his own. This humble beginning among the shepherds and the countryside shaped their early years and instilled in them a connection to the land and its people. When they reached adulthood, Romulus and Remus decided to found a city. Their vision was grand, and their ambition knew no bounds, but a dispute arose over where to build it. This disagreement was not just about geography, it was about power, vision, and destiny, and who would rule it. The question of leadership was a pivotal moment, one that would determine the future of their nascent city. In a fit of rage, Romulus killed Remus. This act of fratricide was a dark and defining moment, casting a shadow over the founding of Rome. He became the sole founder and first king of Rome. Romulus's rule marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see Rome rise to unprecedented heights. The city was named in his honor, Rome, a name that would echo through the ages, symbolizing power, culture, and civilization. The legend of Romulus and Remus is likely just that, a legend. Yet, it is a legend that has endured, shaping the identity and values of Rome, but it tells us much about the Romans' view of themselves. They saw themselves as a people with a divine destiny, chosen to lead and to conquer. They saw themselves as a people destined for greatness. This belief in their destiny fueled their ambitions and their conquests, but also as a people shaped by violence and conflict. The story of Romulus and Remus is a reminder of the harsh realities of power and the sacrifices that come with it. The story of Romulus and Remus served as a reminder that Rome's greatness was built on both noble ideals and brutal realities. Rome's rise to power was paved with both ambition and bloodshed. The path to greatness was fraught with challenges and conflicts. The story also highlights the importance of family and brotherhood in Roman society. Despite their rivalry, the bond between Romulus and Remus was a central theme. Even though the twins were rivals, their bond was strong. This bond, though ultimately broken, was a testament to the complexities of human relationships. The tragic end to their story served as a cautionary tale. It warned of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the cost of power. It emphasized the need for unity and cooperation. These values were seen as essential for the survival and prosperity of Rome. These values were essential for Rome's survival and growth. Unity and cooperation were the pillars upon which Rome's success was built. The legend of Romulus and Remus may be a myth, but myths have a way of revealing deeper truths about the societies that create them. However, it provided a powerful foundation for Roman identity. This legend gave the Romans a sense of purpose and a narrative to rally around. It instilled a sense of destiny and purpose in its citizens. This sense of destiny was a driving force behind Rome's expansion and achievements. This belief fueled Rome's expansion from a small city-state to a vast empire. The ambition and vision of its people turned Rome into a dominant force in the ancient world, an empire that would dominate the Mediterranean world. Rome's influence extended far and wide, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to be felt today. For centuries, Rome was ruled by kings. These kings, often depicted in grand statues and sculptures, were the ultimate authority in the land. These kings, some say 7 in total, were not always benevolent. They held absolute power, making decisions that affected every aspect of Roman life. Their rule was marked by both grandeur and oppression. The people had little say in how they were governed. They lived under the whims of their rulers, often facing harsh punishments and heavy taxes. However, this period of monarchy was not to last. The seeds of change were being sown, and the people yearned for a different kind of governance. In 509 BC, a pivotal event occurred. The dissatisfaction with monarchical rule reached its peak, leading to a significant uprising. The Romans overthrew their last king, Tarquin the Proud. His tyranny and arrogance had pushed the people to their limits, sparking a revolution. This marked the beginning of the Roman Republic. The streets of Rome were filled with celebrations as the people embraced a new form of government. A new era of Roman history had begun. The Republic promised a more inclusive and fair system where the voices of the people could be heard. The transition from monarchy to republic was not without its challenges. Establishing a new system of governance required significant effort and adaptation. The Romans were wary of concentrating power in the hands of one person. They had experienced the dangers of tyranny and sought to prevent its recurrence. They sought a system of government that would prevent tyranny. This led to the creation of various checks and balances within the political structure. They established a complex system of elected officials and assemblies. These bodies were responsible for making decisions and representing the interests of the people. This system was designed to distribute power and ensure accountability. No single individual could dominate the political landscape. At the heart of the Roman Republic was the Senate. This body played a crucial role in shaping the policies and direction of the state. A council of elders who advised the magistrates and shaped Roman policy. The Senate was a place of debate, discussion, and decision-making. The Senate was initially composed of patricians. These were members of the wealthy landowning elite who held significant influence. Members of the wealthy landowning elite, their status and resources allowed them to play a dominant role in the early republic. Over time, it expanded to include plebeians. The common people of Rome gradually gained representation in the Senate. The common people of Rome. Their inclusion marked a significant step towards a more inclusive political system. The Senate was a powerful force in Roman politics. Its decisions and actions had far-reaching consequences for the Republic. It played a crucial role in Rome's expansion and success. The Senate's strategic decisions helped Rome grow from a city-state to a vast empire. The Roman Republic was not a perfect democracy. Despite its advancements, it had its flaws and limitations. The system was designed to favor the wealthy and powerful. The elite often had more influence and control over political decisions. However, it was a remarkable achievement for its time. The Republic represented a significant evolution in governance. It established a system of government that was far more representative than anything that had come before. The Republic set a new standard for political organization. The Roman Republic would become a model for later civilizations. Its principles and structures influenced countless societies that followed. Its legacy can still be seen in the democratic principles that underpin many modern societies. The ideas of representation, checks and balances, and civic duty continue to shape our world today. The Roman Senate was not an elected body like modern parliaments. Unlike today's democratic institutions where representatives are chosen by the people, the Senate was a collection of Rome's elite. It was composed of men who had held high public office. These individuals had proven their capabilities and loyalty to the state through various roles. These men, known as senators, were appointed for life. This lifetime appointment ensured continuity and stability within the governing body. They wielded considerable influence over Roman politics and society. Their decisions and opinions could sway the direction of the Republic. The Senate's power stemmed from its prestige and experience. The collective wisdom of its members was highly regarded. The senators were often the wealthiest and most respected men in Rome. Their wealth allowed them to exert significant influence over economic and political matters. They used their influence to shape Roman policy and guide the actions of the magistrates. Magistrates often sought the counsel of the Senate before making major decisions. The Senate controlled the state treasury. This control over finances gave them substantial power over public projects and military expenditures. It also had the authority to declare war and make peace. The Senate's decisions in these matters were crucial for the survival and expansion of Rome. The Senate's role evolved over time. Initially, it was a body that advised the kings and later the consuls. During the early Republic, it was primarily an advisory body. Its recommendations were not binding but were highly respected. However, as Rome expanded, the Senate's power grew. The increasing complexity of governing a vast territory required a more robust and authoritative Senate. It became the de facto governing body of the Roman state. The Senate's influence extended into nearly every aspect of Roman life. The Senate's decisions were not made in a vacuum. They were the result of intense deliberations and negotiations. It was influenced by political factions, personal ambitions, and the demands of the Roman people. Senators often had to balance their own interests with those of the state. The Senate played a pivotal role in Rome's expansion and success. Its strategic decisions helped Rome conquer and integrate new territories. Its members were skilled diplomats and strategists. They negotiated treaties and alliances that were crucial for Rome's dominance. They guided Rome through numerous wars and crises. Their leadership was essential during times of conflict and uncertainty. However, the Senate could also be a source of political instability. Internal conflicts and power struggles were not uncommon. Factions within the Senate often clashed. These rivalries could lead to political gridlock and hinder effective governance. This led to gridlock and at times even violence. The intense competition for power sometimes erupted into physical confrontations. Understanding the Senate's role is crucial to understanding the Roman Republic. It was the heart of Roman political life. It was a complex and dynamic institution. Its operations and influence evolved with the changing needs of the Republic. It both shaped and reflected the complexities of Roman society. The Senate was a microcosm of the broader Roman world, embodying its strengths and weaknesses.